Seamly 2D active window where I have already made a kind of a pattern for demonstration purpose. So today we are going to discuss operations. We have already discussed all these tools: point, line, curve and arc, and today we are going to discuss these operations. So our first tool is group, where we can make the group of multiple objects. To work in this tool, we have to activate this group manager, which is here. You can see on the left side below property editor, we can see group manager. I'll click on this and I'll add plus sign to make a new group. I can give the name. I'm giving test group. I can change the color of group when we are working on the complex pattern and we want to make multiple groups. We can change the color. Here I am just keeping it black. We can change the line weight and line type also for differentiation purpose. But currently I am going with this and I'll click on OK. Now my group is ready. To select objects for this group, I'll click on this group object tool and I'll keep selecting the points or points, curves, lines, etc. So first I'll click this. If I want to select multiple object, I'll hold down command in MacBook and control in window and I'll keep selecting multiple objects. Once I am done, I can press enter. So it will ask in which group you want to add all these objects. I said test group because we have only one group. I'll click OK and all these objects are grouped together. How we can use this when we are working on complex pattern? We can simply close this. So now you can't see all those objects. So now it is easier for me to work on remaining pattern. Okay, I can again click on the eye and points will appear again. That's how the group tool works here. I'll quickly undo all this and we'll move on to next tool. Just a quick tip. For selecting multiple objects in Seamly 2D, the process is same. We'll hold down the command in MacBook and control in Windows. So we'll move on to next tool, which is rotate tool. So I'll click on this, then I'll select the object which I want to rotate. I'm rotating this curve. So I'll select this, then I'll press enter. You can see it is highlighted. Its color has been changed. It is green now. Now wherever I want to move, suppose I want to move from this point. So I'll click here and it will start rotating along that point. Wherever I want to stop this, I'll just click here and this pop-up will come. If I change, I can give the different angle here also. I'll simply click OK. We can see property. If we select property editor here, we can see all the properties here also and we can change from here also. Okay, I'll undo this and I'll try doing this once again. So again I'll select the rotate tool. I'll click on the curve. I'll press enter. It is highlighted. Now instead of selecting this point, if I'll select this point, it will rotate around this point. So our axis of rotation is now point A6. Earlier it was A4. Okay, so now it will rotate along this point. I'll click OK. Again the pop-up will come. I'll press OK and it will show on property editor. Here you can change the angle also. Suppose I'll change it to 270 and it will change accordingly. Okay, now we'll move on to next tool. I'll undo this. Yeah. Now our next tool is mirror. mirror tool. Mirror by the line. We can select any line and the object will mirror as per that line. So again I am going to select my curve. I'll press enter and now I am going to select the line. Suppose I select this line A to A3. So now A to A3 is my mirror. You can change the point from here also. Suppose I'll make it A1 and okay. So you can see now this is my mirror. Earlier I have selected this, now I have done this. So whichever line you will select, as per that line will become mirror in easier words, and the object will be mirrored there. Okay. Our next tool is again mirror but by axis. So I'll select this. Again I'll select my curve, I'll press enter, and whatever point I'll select, it will ask whether you want to mirror it vertically or horizontally. First I'll select the vertical axis and I'll click on OK. So this vertical line going from A1 is selected and my curve is mirrored here. If I redo this and select the point again and I select horizontal axis, it will mirror horizontally. Okay, it is very easy, but usage of all these tools will be understand much better when we actually make the pattern. Next tool is move from one point to another point. So I'll select this. Suppose I want to move this point A1 to some other location. I'll click it here, and suppose I want to move it here. So I'll select, sorry, it was not selected. Okay, I'll select this point A1 and press enter. Suppose I want to move it here at A3. I'll click this. Now this is the my point has shifted to A3, and now I can keep it anywhere here. I can rotate it. If I want to constrain the angle, I'll hold down the shift key, or I'll just simply click. Now I can change. Now my in simple word, my point A is shifted to A3, and from A3 it is giving the axis, its length, its angle, its angle of rotation, everything can be changed from here. Let me change the line, let me make it 5. Okay, and you can see this point has shifted at the distance of 5. Earlier it was 7.5. I can change the rotation angle to, let's say, 60 degree, and you can see the changes. So basically you are shifting a point from one place to another place. Let me change this angle also, and you can see the difference. Okay, so that's how we can move the point. Either we can enter manually, or we can simply by clicking on point also we can change from one location to another location. Our next tool is dart tool, which is very difficult to explain without actual pattern. So we'll discuss it when we'll actually make the pattern. And this is export tool. Whenever our pattern is ready, we can export with this tool. So I think we have covered all the tools in operations except dart tool, which we are going to discuss in the episode when we will make